Concept Academy. This is what? This should be episode what? 3, 4?
3, 4, 4. I think. This is 4.
Yeah.
But
thank y'all for coming.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
Please.
Yeah, I just kind of want to get into it.
Yeah, we were talking about dating, right? Dating in Japan.
Yes. We're talking about dating today.
Yeah. Dating in Japan.
Let's first talk about what everyone's sexuality is. I'm pansexual, and you guys are
straight.
Yes. If you guys couldn't tell, but gotta be specific.
Yeah, exactly.
Not everyone's straight.
Yeah.
No, very
true.
So in Japan, what is your ideas? I mean, what is your views of sexuality in Japan?
That's a good
question.
Just in general, yeah.
Closeted as fuck.
I was gonna say in both hetero and also in, I guess, homosexual relationships, it seems like people don't express their sexuality as much out here.
Definitely.
As saying the States. Based on what I've heard.
Yep. Yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because the culture is kind of lewd in certain degrees, right?
Right.
TV, they'll talk about dicks and titties and stuff, and then they'll still have basically fan service, not just in anime, but also in real reality shows and stuff. And then and even when once they get a drink in them, get a drink in a Japanese person, they're gonna say shimoneta, which is a dirty joke.
Yeah, shimoneta.
No, shimoneta.
Oh, shimoneta.
Shimoneta, yeah. It's shita and then neta. The
katakana. Okay.
And then and that means it's a dirty joke. But
damn.
So it's interesting that they, you would think that they were kind of open when it comes to sexuality, or not be so embarrassed and ashamed of it, but they very, very much are.
Right. I was gonna say, because the most out-of-pocket stuff I've ever received from a Japanese person is when they're fucked up.
Right,
they're
exactly.
drunk. Then they just say the most left-field thing. You're like, you weren't like this 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, why are you touching me now?
It's like, this is where we're at. This is where this is headed.
Yes.
I understand, around the, but you're holding my hands now. What's going on?
Dog, just
guy.
I'm
old man.
I'm kind of chill, dog. We homies.
All these girls here, and you're holding my
hand, right?
What's going on?
Yeah.
But that brings up the question that there are a lot of closeted men here, I feel like. And there's a lot of bi-curious, or honestly, let's, be a little gay. It's okay. No, because, we all have a friend that you guys know that, he's gay, or he's queer, but he's definitely more, men, and then he'll be talking to I'll be with him and we'll be out in clubs and stuff, and he'll be talking to guys and stuff, and they're they'll start off the conversation with oh, I like girls, I'm straight, blah 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 blah, but I fucked a guy before, I kissed a guy before, but I'm straight and I only want to date girls. I'm like, girl, that doesn't mean you're straight. That means you are on the spectrum.
You're on the spectrum. You're curious at least.
You're at least curious, or at least open sexually to other genders, but maybe just romantically you think you can only be with one gender. But
because I've heard similar stories like that too, where the dudes were they were hooking up for a consistent amount of time, but then eventually he's so what's happening, what's going on, because he knew the guy had a girlfriend, and then but he was just I'm definitely straight, it's only you. He's like, we've been hooking up for a few months now. You sure you're straight? And he's like, yeah, nope, I'm very straight. And he's like, okay, and just kept it pushing. Stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm just I don't know. In America, I feel like they're more straightforward about it.
Yeah. I think in America, everybody's much more. It's clear. Either it's I mean, in a way.
In a way, yeah.
You still have
there's a nuance to it, right?
Yeah, but a bunch of people still in the closet, but it's even if they're in the closet, it's they don't act the way they do out here. Like,
Right.
out here, it's like there's like
in denial.
yeah, it's like,
yeah.
it's not like they're in the closet. They're in denial.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like they're more so like, no,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that cucumber.
That cucumber, ew, but.
It's looking a little delicious in a
Right.
different way.
That carrot is looking mighty phallic.
Mighty phallic. Yeah. But for real though,
Shit
like that out here.
That's
It's like,
shit out here, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In America, it's like more. It's like more. It's like I would say. Well, I mean, just because as a non-gay person, it just
As a straight person,
the way I see it from the outside, it's just like either I know somebody that's like either like flagrant or like they're so in the closet that like they might have a girlfriend. Or they might be like, but they're not like overly aggressive about it. They're trying to be as normal as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like that kind of. That's what I mean by more so black and white.
Right.
Yeah, it's like either they're hiding it or like they're trying to let me know about it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
It's usually one or the other. Yeah.
But
I agree with that for sure.
That's super fucking funny. But to that point though, it's like my gay friends are my funnest friends.
Oh, yeah.
They're the most
Because
interesting
Us queer
motherfuckers.
people know how to turn
they're the
up. We give
most
spice
authentic.
to y'all straight people.
I mean, honestly, because they're just more authentic. Like,
Right,
they're just
right.
like
They're the realest
they're not
self.
hiding.
Yeah.
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 It's because they're the realest self, and they've been like oppressed in a way that like even their families don't like them, kind of
Right,
shit.
yeah.
Kind of shit. And it's like when you're around a person like that, it's that they're them.
Yeah. Like, I can be myself, right?
Right,
Yeah. And you're
right,
just like,
right.
Yeah.
And that's dope. And it's like that's why I say they're my most fun friends.
Right.
Like, actually.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah, in Japan and in America, to be honest.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Same. I love my queer friends. I always have the most fun with my queer friends. I feel like. Yeah.
See?
I mean,
everybody's dope shit.
straight people, y'all are fun too sometimes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's like,
I try.
Yeah.
I try to make a joke here and
Yeah.
there.
I try to stay in the lane. Try to keep it up. Yeah.
Right. It's like,
Yeah.
But so what has like dating been like for you, Minori? Like, what's been dating?
Oof. Well, I am on Tinder, so. But even then, I'm like thinking about deleting it because, well, one, I'm just not good with dating apps because I hate texting. So I'm like very much the type of like, I just need to meet you in person, see your energy, see your vibe, see if we vibe together. And like, I just hate like texting and all that bullshit. And I feel like it leads to nothing majority of the times. So especially in Japan. In Japan, they'll definitely just like text. And then text and text, and then they'll never really meet up. There are some people who are interested in just texting, and they just want like they'll be like literally ohanashi aite, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Which is means that they just want someone to talk to. And I'm just like, what the heck? But yeah, that's why I also even put it on my profile. Like, I want to just meet up and just see if we like click and stuff. So, I'm also like. I have social anxiety, so it sucks just like being able to go out and like meeting someone for the first time. I feel like a first date is very much nerve-wracking, and it's very much like, you want to put up a good impression, and then you're also caring about what they think or how they're feeling and stuff. So it's just a lot, and it takes a lot out of me. So honestly, my dating life is like non-existent right now. Unfortunately, yeah. But from the past of just like my experience of just dating and being in relationships here, I feel like over here, just overall, like it's just very much surface level. Like no one really goes in deep. Like no one knows how to have like deep conversations about like what are your values, like you know what do you want in life, what are your goals and stuff. It's just like things about like, do you like anime, what do you like to eat, or like what do you like to do on like the weekends and stuff. And that's fine, like to get to know each other like the first few dates, but then after a while it's like, where's the, I don't know, depth to this relationship? And a lot of times, sometimes there's not. And then I also feel like, one, queer girls are just very much a rarity here.
Yeah.
And especially, I'm more of a femme for femme. Like, I like femmes or feminine presenting people more. And, like, one, there's very few femme for femmes here. Majority of them are like femme masc, you know, very much stuck to the heteronormative of like, you know, just the culture. But I feel like everyone just kind of, I don't know, they're so, even if they'll be out at a bar and stuff, they'll still be to themselves and they won't really like, they'll talk once they get drunk, basically.
Yeah,
they'll start talking to you when they get drunk. But other than that, they're very much to themselves, or it will just end up being a physical thing and never really much a relationship thing, or the opposite, where they'll kind of just start love bombing you and really like starting to be like super all in on you when the other person is like,
you're like,
hold up, when did this happen?
I just met you.
This
is crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And also, men still look at bisexual, pansexual, queer women, just in general, in a very sexual way, even over here. So I feel like a lot of times, whenever I've been with or just dating with a straight guy in Japan, a lot of times, or a Japanese straight guy more so, they'll kind of deny my queerness, like, just because, like, you know, I'm with them, and then they won't understand the nuance in the fact that I'm obviously still attracted to women and stuff. I'm still attracted to women. Yeah.
You see that girl's ass, I see her ass too.
We can both admire. Okay.
You see her ass, I see her ass too. We're both looking at this. Whoa, chill.
So watch yourself. I might just take
I can get her before you can. God, that's so intimidating.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Interesting though.
I couldn't imagine if my girl was like that. Like, she's like, oh, she's cute, isn't she?
Yeah.
Kind of shit.
Okay.
Dead ass. I'll always be like that. I'll be like, oh my gosh, did you see her? She was so cute. Or like, she's so pretty.
Yeah.
I'm like, she got a butt. She got some titties. Just respectfully, of course. Respectfully.
You gotta keep that on there.
And then like I remember like my last like ex, because he was Japanese, and he would always just kind of, he would look definitely like kind of upset in a sense, and he would just kind of be like, I'm just like, like, I'm obviously not gonna act on it because I'm monogamous, and like I'm not gonna do anything. It's just like, one, admiring, and it's also the fact that I'm with you, so let me admire these women, you know, because you're a man. But then like, and then he would just like wouldn't understand. He would say homophobic shit in front of me, so that's why I was also felt like he was not like, you know, you're talking to a queer person, and you're literally saying all this homophobic shit. So yeah. I feel like, I don't know, it's just, it's different out here. It's definitely different out here. How is it for you guys, dating with, like, Japanese girls, or just dating in general here?
What was that?
Go ahead, the room is open.
I was gonna say, like, in comparison, I think Japanese women and American women that I've dated, it's been more like, Japanese women are definitely more reclusive or closed off personality-wise, so it does take some time. But also, in my experience in Japan, though, I typically have dated Japanese women who feel Americanized in a sense, or at least like more open to foreigners. So they have.
So you like that amejo?
No, I mean, if it's there, if it is what it is, like I'll date what I date. But But I mean, in general, though, like usually they're pretty friendly, pretty nice. I haven't really had bad dating experiences except for maybe like 2 or 3. But then even when it comes to like dating apps, I find it's kind of helpful, and that for me it's just easier to just kind of like choose and like continue from there. And then when we actually meet, usually for me, first dates aren't usually. I find usually for me, I'm not usually as nervous, but the woman's usually nervous on the first date, which I mean, rightfully so. I get it. So it's like it can be a bit intimidating for them. So I'm spending the time trying to make them comfortable. But with foreign women, it's usually more so like they're already fine. Like I don't never feel like I'm having to be like. I'm not going to do anything weird. Like usually like it's pretty chill on that front. I would say. But yeah, I don't know, because even I'm trying to even consider like other cultures, because when I've dated other foreign women in Japan, there have been difficulties in regards to moving through Japan, because usually I'm the one with the most Japanese, and so if we have to handle certain things around Japan, I'm usually the one having to deal with it, as opposed to her. And so then that can usually be a kind of conflict in regards to like understanding cultural barriers and stuff like that. So in that regards, I've typically strayed to trying to date more Japanese women just because they understand the cultural stuff around here, and I don't feel like I'm having to like hold. I don't want to say like hold their hand, but I don't feel like I'm having to like. What's the word? I don't know. But I don't feel like I'm having to like try to do things myself the whole time.
Right, and do everything. Because
Exactly.
it affects the power dynamic. Because then like they're just completely heavily reliant on you when y'all are out, and you have to be kind of just like figuring out everything, even when you're not like really from here. So then it's like not the easiest. So that makes sense.
And in reverse, because I also don't want to date Japanese women where I feel like I'm having to rely on them a bunch. Because I do feel like I don't want you to feel like you're just like, okay, Joe, we're doing this. I'm gonna talk to him. Like I don't want that kind of dynamic. But I'm also aware of like. She's Japanese. She knows she can handle a lot of it. Yeah. So let her do it and that kind of stuff. But yeah, not really many bad experiences out here, in my opinion. I definitely have some times where it's been a bit like weird, iffy, and I'm like, okay, I'm just keep it moving, but nothing terrible. I'd say.
That's good.
Yeah.
Fox.
Fox.
I'm trying to remember now. Bad dating experiences. I mean, I think everybody has some. But in Japan, dating has been the weirdest shit. Because, and I think it's mostly because of the way that at the time, it was like my Japanese was like fucking horrible. And then like hindsight is 20/20, so I'm like thinking back on like things that were said to me, and I'm like, oh shit, she was hitting on me, kind of shit.
That kind of stuff. I've definitely had that. I've definitely.
Where y'all missed the fact that she was going
Like you realize like a year later, and you're like,
I'm like, wait,
shit,
that's what that means.
Yeah. I've definitely had that a few times. Too many times, honestly. Like, yeah, we've talked about that. I had a few of those.
There have been a lot of girls who've been like, say something like, it took me a while when I first got here, because it, like in Japan, like girls would say stuff more like, I'm free on Saturday. And then like, oh yeah, me too. What are you up to? Well, that's what we would say. But out here, that's more of a like,
that
means like we should hang out on Saturday.
Trying to link up. You trying to link up.
My fucking American ass, I hear that shit and be like, yeah, I'm free too, but I think I'm gonna fucking play some video games.
Exactly. I think I'm gonna do this time. They're
kind
like,
of shit, and they're like, wait,
okay,
kind of shit. And it didn't take it took me like, getting through it, and then like seeing how like even my other friends like responded to things like that, to like look back and be like, oh shit, like that's what that meant. Versus like, because in America everything's just so fucking straightforward.
It's like, we should go out on Saturday.
I'm free on Saturday, what are you doing? Let's do something.
Exactly.
Kind of shit. Versus like out here, they like, you'll be with somebody and they'll be like, well, I think I'm free on Sunday.
Yeah.
Kind of shit. And like, oh shit.
Cool.
That's
dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
Be able to rest.
Yeah.
You gotta read in between the lines.
I've done that one too many times. It's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, I've had this shit like that, or like, I don't know. It's just the way that I think that was my biggest sticking point when I was dating out here. Like, they would just say things like in a strange way. They were like, I would be working with somebody and we became like pretty good friends, and then she'd be like, well, dating friends is probably best, right? And I'd be like, yeah, it probably is best.
Yeah.
Not realizing that.
She meant you.
Yeah, she's like, not realizing.
These poor women can't get through.
Yo, dude, and I'm just sitting there like.
That would have killed me. I'm not even going front. That would have killed me.
Yeah, and then that did kill me actually to this day, because that particular one, she was like a fucking whole ass like model.
Yeah,
she was she like model for like fucking Bape or some shit like that.
Oh wow.
Nice.
That's why.
I was like,
damn. What? Oh my fucking god,
I messed up.
It's like, god damn it,
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking back,
Yeah, but yeah, that's been the majority of the like problems.
Right.
Aside from that, like mostly with me, like just dating out here, it's been like mostly I get more so the girls that are like, well, I did get the girls that were just like were with me because they heard that foreigners were like super nice guys or some shit like that.
Yep.
So then their last boyfriends were doing like whatever.
Yeah, right.
Then they got with me, foreign guy, and then like I'm just like chill anyways. So and like I think I'm a nice guy, but
you're a very nice guy.
Yes, you are. You're nice. Do they have like those expectations? Yeah.
So it's like there'd be like times where like they would just like do shit that was just out of pocket. Or,
right.
Or they would just be like they'd be sweet until we're like in a relationship, and then like she's like coming over all the time. Then she starts to like let her mask off a little bit, and then she's like just like she's fucking like I don't know, either this way or that way, or bipolar or like or some shit, because everybody got their own issues.
Right.
But that's when a lot of that shit would happen. But it's been fun though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Super fun.
That's interesting that you guys say how the Japanese girls are more like passive. Like I can definitely see that. But I also feel like Japanese people just in general, like both men and women, what I've experienced, they're very quick to like think that they're like they like you or like that they fall for you and stuff. Like they're really quick to fall for you, and I feel like for some people, obviously with the help of alcohol a lot of times, they'll like confess that really like easily, and they'll be like, oh, right away, like, oh, I really like you and I already want this to be a thing, even though we went on one date or like not even a date yet and we've just been hanging out, and they're already like that, and I'm just like, so it's like interesting hearing the opposite end of how passive some people can be, and they're just like waiting on you guys. Well, that makes sense because it's a hetero relationship.
I was gonna say it's case by case, because I've definitely had that experience with a Japanese woman where it was the first night we met, and then they were just like
head over heels.
Yeah, they're just like, I like you, like I love you, like we need to get this going. And I'm just and I'm just like like we can talk later about this or never.
What's your name?
No. And this one specifically, I remember I was like, damn, I don't even know your last name. Like, this is pretty fast.
Right.
But yeah, there's also I think for me most of the time though it is a bit more passive. Yeah, where they're definitely like we'll fill this out, and I'm like, okay, we'll see where this goes, I guess. Yeah. I think. But
then again, too, I wanted to comment on that one. who said that? It's like, oh yeah, you were saying about how like people are okay with like messages and things like that. Mm-hmm. That is another thing that was like a bit of a culture shock to me too, because like dating in America is like you pretty much see each other, if not every day, like pretty fucking frequently.
Right. Like every week at
versus,
least.
Yeah, something like that. But that's what it was another culture shock thing for me was like out here it's like you could go a whole month or two and not see each other.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You be messaging, but like seeing each other is like, oh no, we're just oh no, I got this, and then when they have time, it's like, no, I got this kind of shit, and then it will be like a couple months before you guys fucking see each other to do anything, and then it's just lunch. Kind of shit.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, the dating phase stuff.
God, I always hated that,
yeah, what the
I was gonna say though that the ones that I feel like do really, really want something though, they will see you consistently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that depends too, because it's like, because it's like, I've had both. Where it's like, sometimes it's like they do that to people. Kind of shit. They're that type of person that they just don't hang out with people every day. Kind of shit. So it's like, when they do want to see you every day, then it's like, oh shit, then maybe they do like me. Kind of shit. It's like, and you can see them like ignoring people on their phone and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But then on the other hand, like I've dated people that were like, they really, it's just because they're going back and forth everywhere.
Right.
They just really can't.
Right.
I see this one girl when I first got out here. I met her on an app. And we didn't even see each other for like the first like in the relationship, quote unquote. We didn't even see each other for the first like 4 months.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was already here.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So it was just like and she just like be sending me pictures or whatever of her like going to like these different places because she's like going up and down the country. And then it's like after we met, I mean, of course, and then it was a different story, but. Even after that, it was like very far and few between. You didn't even see each other, kind of shit. But it's a really good mixture out here, I think, of just like the craziest situations.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to touch something you said though about like them having some Japanese women having expectations as a foreigner. Because like even with me, like I'll meet like Japanese women who are immediately just like, do you like basketball? Or like or like, do you like hip hop and stuff like that? And which I do like hip hop, but like a lot of them, I think when they come in thinking like they're hoping for a certain like aesthetic or vibe from me that I don't give, and then when we do date, after a while they're kind of like, oh, you're not that type of foreigner, and I'm like,
Not them wanting you to be a stereotype. Fuck?
But I mean.
It happens.
Yeah,
it happens
pretty
more
often.
than
Pretty frequently. And you just kind of have to sift through it, essentially. Yeah, because I've seen like, especially on apps where like even if they say like, I like basketball, I'm just like, no, we're not doing this. Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, someone swiped on you. I'm like, oh, okay, who? And then I swipe on them, and it's like, oh, that's clearly why.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
See the one super Japanese girl, but she's like decked out in all like hip hop.
Yeah.
She has like the
deepest braids.
Right.
Yep.
Deepest
Yeah. And I'm like, that's what this is. All right, bet.
Not that it's bad. It's not bad at all. But it's just we get that at home.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We get that at home. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Shit at home we don't want to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we understand that you like we appreciate that you
appreciate the culture. Yeah.
But it's like. If we just date a black girl.
Yeah. And also there's a way to do it too, though. Like I was like, so you don't have to go all out like this. You can still appreciate the culture and
not appropriate it.
You're right. Like there's a way to do it. I think. I don't know though.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely feel like I've definitely had like once people find out that I grew up in the States. and that, or that I'm like half and stuff, they'll definitely automatically see me, for straight men majority of times, they'll automatically see me in a more lewd way, or they'll think that like, oh, just hit the hero young. They'll think that like, they'll definitely, it just means like, oh, so you're definitely like horny, or like you're kinky. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Even if I am.
Even if I'm on that level.
That has nothing to do
Even if you're not wrong. But don't say that out loud.
Don't just assume.
Don't just assume.
So I definitely had to deal with that, and it's just like ends up with like them automatically. I mean, it might just because it's Tinder, because I know this is also a problem in the States, but like it'll automatically end with like first date, and they will expect us to go to a hotel or something.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wow, what happened to hi?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, I was interested with that for straight girls. Like, how long does it usually take you guys to like have sex? Do you even have sex during the dating period, or do you guys have to be in a relationship for that?
Again, I think it's case by case, because I've definitely had some Japanese women specifically where it's like it was like the first night hotel, but I've also dated Japanese women where maybe like so I hotel and it's like no, not tonight, or like maybe they'd wait, or maybe even they prefer being in a relationship before doing it, or it's a few dates then doing it. Yeah, but I've definitely had the experience where it's like first night hotel as well. So.
Oh yeah, there's definitely girls who want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would say
Welcome to Japan.
I would say I'm gonna sound like a whore.
I'm not trying to. I don't know if I should say everything, but
should I say the truth?
Yes, let it out.
Is it the actual truth, or is it like where do I want to go with this?
Because
because like Joe, I've had the one night ones. But to be honest, when we're talking about that, it's like I think it's more so it's all about that first date.
Right.
It's like if like I would say 98% of the time, if the first date is going like super super well, I know.
Hotel.
Oh yeah.
This is like like she's not. I mean, 9 times out of 10 she's waiting for me to say something. Because we'll be like finishing the beers, and then she'll stop ordering. Or she'll like, music good aside, kind of shit. And I'm like, cool. And she's like, let's go for a walk. And I'm like, it's just like 11:45.
What kind of walk can we do?
What are you talking about? A walk away. It's like we're in the middle of juice.
And you just so happen to walk all by the hotel.
Right.
How did we get here?
She's like, look at this place. That's cool. Kind of shit.
Right.
And that's the problem too, because the rooms look so cool. A lot of times.
The love hotels are nice.
Shit though.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
I got this one where the whole shit was decked out on like some like deep neon blue shit. It was so crazy, and like the fucking bed was like on this like platform.
That's some shit.
I don't think I've even seen that one.
It was so wild. I think that shit was in Maida.
That
actually makes sense. It's a nice area.
But there's been a few. Like there's a bunch of fucking Shinsaibashi that are really fucking nice.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, it's like it really depends on that first date.
Yeah.
Like
how much you click, how well the day goes. Yeah.
Because I would say more often than not, I think I was ending up on a at least first night.
Yeah.
And if not that if it wasn't that first night, it was because and it was probably because one of us had to go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
Because you've reminded me actually, because I've had times where, looking back, it should have been a hotel that night. But I was I hadn't completely felt the vibe, and she was maybe hinting at it, but I was just kind of oh, she's just talking about love hotels. I didn't,
just randomly.
Because I had a time where because she was in Kyoto, she came to Osaka, and we went out and we did everything. And I remember being oh, that was fun, but I don't know if is she on that? What kind of time is she on? And then we were chilling near the river, and then she pointed up at something, was so meet this, so. I'm what? I'm yeah. I was that's a love hotel. She's yeah, you know. And I'm yeah. I guess that's cool.
Bruh.
Yeah, and we kind of just chilled, and I was yeah.
You should have immediately.
Because I was maybe, is she? And I was
bruh, okay.
And I just left it at that and kept it going. But, because I would also kind of expect.
This is why we love Joe.
Yeah,
he's so innocent, so pure.
He's so sweet.
And there's nothing wrong with a woman being you want to.
Well, of course. But, bitch, we in Japan. Ain't nobody that straightforward.
Yeah, I know at that time I should have, but even at other times where it felt, I'm not quite sure. She still wanted to hang out and do stuff, and I'm this last train coming soon,
right?
What do we?
Yeah, she's trying to waste time.
Yeah,
so she missed. I missed the train.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
There's a hotel.
I can't tell you how many times I've told girls where I'm she's look at that. I'm oh, what is that? She's oh, it's a love hotel. I'm a love hotel? What do you mean?
Oh my god, now you acting
what do you mean? What do you mean? A love hotel?
What's that?
And she's what? You've never seen one? No,
that's awesome.
Oh my god.
Let's go check it out.
Dumb foreigner car.
Look at the menu.
I might have to try that. I've never done that actually, but I might have to try that. That's pretty gangster,
What is that?
Make it easier for her to be oh, then you want to see it?
Right. Give her an excuse to dig herself a hole.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit. I'm actually, okay. I'd actually like that.
But I use this shit later.
I've never been to a love hotel.
What is that? I don't know. I've been in America
for so long. I've never heard of it.
I've never been to one.
What does that mean?
Oh god.
Oh yeah, though.
Yeah.
Just a little tip though, if you are interested in wanting to date a Japanese girl, if they miss the last train, they're down.
Yeah.
If they even mention or even acknowledge the love hotel when y'all are passing by it, they're down.
Yes, if they mention the love hotel, go for it.
Go for it. Yeah. If they miss the train, if they're last train, if they're not trying to be in a rush, if they say they don't have work tomorrow, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
You gotta read in between the lines here.
Don't fuck up like I did. Don't fuck up like I did. Go for it.
That was pretty obvious.
I don't know. Joe's oh, that statue looks crazy. I wonder what that is. Oh, it's a love hotel. Oh yeah.
That's wild. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Must be nice.
Yeah. That really was when I was at that. I was oh, that must be cool. Are you hinting at what Mike?
Joe's oh, that's for people who's in a relationship. I
don't have a ring yet. So until we discuss this, we are keeping it great for the Christ and our Lord.
Right.
We're keeping a PG.
Yeah, PG for our Savior. I need a ring first.
Oh my gosh.
So, well, first.
But I've definitely gotten better, I think.
Good. Yes.
Still work in progress, but
gotta pick up on those
I've gotten
cues,
better,
man.
Yeah. Gotten better.
Well, shit. Nowadays, I heard it's not even like that anymore, though. Like, I don't even know what's the dating scene out like now. I haven't been in the dating scene for a minute now, so.
I will say with like the whole like I don't know, like seeing in America, like with the whole like especially with the red pill stuff that's been like going down and stuff. I think some of it's trickling into Japan too, and so I do find myself like seeing Japanese women who they're looking for like super traditional like men, foreign men, where it's like they want you to just like essentially take care of them,
right? Be the provider,
be the provider, and like pay for everything, stuff like that, But I've also been in a situation where they want that, but they also aren't doing like the hardcore like matriarchal kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's a weird mixed bag. But even then, like I'm not really interested in like the kind of red pill type stuff.
Right.
So I'm just kind of like it's a mixed thing for me personally. But I think it's still not too different from how it's been in the past. Like you still definitely find women who they want like traditional stuff, they want the relationship, they want it to be 50-50. They still like I think Japanese women are usually more open about splitting the bill. Because I've had many times where like I'm just gonna pay, but they're just like no. And after enough no's, I'm like okay, yeah, we'll split. But
after about 2 no's, I'm like
no, I'm like, all right, yeah, we'll split. Yeah, but I think with foreign women though, it's usually like if I'll offer it and it's immediately like okay, that's the expectation. So.
That's also just like the culture, I feel like, though, to just like you're supposed to like say no the first time whenever someone offers you anything, even if it's like a present, a gift, a souvenir, or to offer to pay for your dinner when you guys are on the first date. Like they'll still say no, and they'll just like that's like it's like kind of the rules for manners in a sense is like ikkai kotowaru, you like so first say no once at least. So there is definitely that portion, but I feel like there is just in general a lot more women that are becoming a little bit more independent here and they like want to have more of an equal like balanced relationship and not so much traditional, but of course just like the States there's still like a lot of women that want to have that traditional values and like their ideal is that they're a stay-at-home mom or something, especially because Japan is just not great when it comes to women working, especially corporate jobs, because they don't give you like pregnancy leave in a lot of them, or if you or they won't hire a lot of women if they find out that you're engaged because they expect you to you're gonna get pregnant and you're gonna need a pregnancy leave and you're gonna whatever. So or like they they'll just straight up fire people because they don't expect them to come back after the pregnancy or whatever. So it's a lot of things that just like happens that make people want to have that more traditional lifestyle. But at the same time, I feel like it's also just kind of ingrained here where like, because I've definitely been with men, Japanese men who think that.
I get it though. Like
Japanese men who think that they are like literally who go by the very much like it's just like in Japanese it's called teishi kanpaku, where it just means that they're basically like the head honcho of the household. So like everything they say goes. They eat first, they go to like they take the bath first, they're the provider, whatever, everything like and then like when it's really bad, like they'll always walk first and the girl is supposed to be kind of behind or kind of
I dated a girl like that too. I did a couple girls like that. That shit is actually frustrating.
Me too.
It's frustrating.
I don't like it.
Walk with me. Like why it's and I think that's definitely a cultural thing too, because like in America somebody walking up behind you, like you need to be like you need to be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? But like and then like even with that in mind, I just thought about it right now. Like if your girl's walking behind you, so what if somebody if somebody walking up behind her? Like
because I've had in retrospect I've had that happen and I was like I told her I was like walk closer to me and she was like oh, like, it's like, so did they eat that? I'm like, yeah, because I want to make sure nothing happens. It's weird if I can't see you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have to
Can't even hold
for it.
hands if you're behind me. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna look like I'm dragging a kid around.
Yeah,
Right. Nah, like that and the bath thing too.
Yeah.
It's like trying to wait until, and like that's another thing too. Like I was at, I forget where it was someplace in Takatsky. I was like I had moved in with my girl, and her dad was like over and was like staying over for like a couple days, and she had like made the bath as usual, but when I was about to take a bath, she told me to wait.
Oh, yep.
Kind of shit.
Oh.
And I was like, wait, what? And she was like, well, just hold on, kind of shit. Then I watched this motherfucker.
Just walk right in. Yeah.
Well, fucking butt ass naked, fucking getting in the bath and shit. I'm like, yo, and I just clocked it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what the? She making me wait for him to get. Like, wait,
Yeah.
he doesn't live here, actually. She was like, oh my god,
Live here.
and shit like that. Yeah. Some people, I think it might just be old style.
Oh yeah, because
think
my dad is like that. So like he
Oh.
always take the bath first. Like I always wait. Like even if we'll say he doesn't say itadakimasu sometimes, but even if we'll say itadakimasu, I'll wait until he eats first, or like he'll start eating first. And like
shit.
like I was kind of like that's why like when I go eat like Japanese barbecue, like now it's because I love Japanese barbecue, so I just like roasting and doing it. But before it was just because I was raised with my dad, and I would always go Japanese barbecue him, so that I would just do everything. And he's just sitting there, and I would just like put on his plate and stuff. Yeah.
So that's why, okay. Because I've offered multiple times, like, I'll do it, and she's like, no, I'll do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there are some girls who just like men can't do it right.
okay. I was like, I don't mind if you do it, but I was like, shit, I can do it. I got hands. Like,
Yeah, same thing. I'm the same. Same way. Like I with the first, I still do it. Actually, I'll just grab the fucking tongs.
Yeah.
Right.
But that I'm still not used to, like girls pouring drinks.
Oh yeah.
I still have to like, cause I'll just grab the shit.
Yeah, and just start
then,
doing
like, and it's like I almost get it's funny because once we all get sauced up, like I almost get like irritated when like I'll pick it up and then people take it from me.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah,
they can
yeah, so they can
pour it
pour it for you.
And I'm just like,
That pisses
motherfucker. He's like, could you just let me do it? You're wasting 3 seconds of my drinking time.
You're wasting 3 seconds of my good drinking time.
Right.
I could have been drunk
That was
already.
3 sips I could have just had right now if you didn't grab my shit, man.
Yo.
Yeah.
But thank you,
Yes.
president of the company.
Yo.
That's another thing too. I'm still and will never get used to is like being like a bonen kai. We have these things called bonen kais that are
End of the
year-end
year.
parties. Yeah. And it's like all the females from like the English department or some shit will come and they'll give all the guys beer kind of shit.
Yeah.
They gotta
And
pour the
then-
drinks. They gotta do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and then like try to give you like side conversation too. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you how many times I've been like trying to like get people away from me. Like,
Yeah.
like oh, thank you. How are you? I'm good.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
I'm
Go
over
ahead.
there.
Please.
Keep it moving. I know what this is. Stop.
I know what this is.
It's like, yo, you and 3 other women are behind you with bottles in their hands.
Yeah.
Can you please just like keep it?
Just pour.
And that's how like literally I've been to like Bonenkais where it's like that. Lita Maycom, I probably shouldn't have said that, but
We can just yeah.
there was that was another one where it's like it was like literally like a parade of like just all the young women teachers were just up with bottles in their hands, like walking around like they were waitresses.
Yeah.
And shit. I'm just like, yo, what?
Right.
The misogyny is real, folks, in Japan.
Right.
Very bad.
But see, and then I couldn't even. Is that misogyny though? Because it's not like. In a way, it's expected of them.
Yeah, it's
But
expected of them.
Right, and that's where I'm having difficulty with it because they're not. Nobody's saying, "Hey, you guys need to do this shit."
Right.
But they just do it. Yeah, and then
that's
it's
the Japanese culture, because it's like there's like an unspoken rule that women do everything, like you know, whether it's be like when it's a party like that, women are the ones who are gonna like stand and like serve and like, you know, whatever, make sure everyone's eating, everyone has their drinks filled and everything. And if you don't do it, then people are gonna start saying something, like especially if they're the older generation, they're definitely gonna say something like, oh wait, why aren't you, you know, like doing like her, like doing all that, and like serving people's drinks and stuff.
Right.
Or like it's gonna be just like really awkward, and then they're gonna make you feel like you're not, you know, you're doing something wrong by not doing anything. Yeah. Or even like the fellow women might they might talk shit about you later, being like, oh, she didn't help at all or whatever, and she was just like standing there, even though all the men are just standing there not doing shit. But I think the misogyny comes because it's expected of them, and it's like a given that women will do that. And then like that's kind of like the standard of the culture of the fact that women are just like meant to serve men. Yeah. So that's kind of where I feel like there is definitely some misogynistic vibes going on, and it's just like it sucks, especially even in like a I've never been to one. Have you guys? But it's called a gokon in Japan. Oh, you never even heard of a gokon?
I've never
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
okay, so a gokon is basically where a group of girls and guys, obviously even numbers, get together, and then they have like this, basically it's like a mixer in a sense. So like if you guys like add one more like guy, and then hit up me, I guess, and then I'll be like, okay, I'll bring 2 girls, and then we'll meet up, and then like it'll just kind of be a thing. But like even in the gokons, like girls are the ones who are expected to like do everything, and like
Actually, I have heard of this. I just didn't know what the name was. When I used to live in Nagano, I went to an event with it was with a student actually, and like they did the exact same thing, and I remember just being kind of like, why, like, aren't they our friends? What's this dynamic? It's weird. What's happening? But it felt like it was like a dating thing. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, bad.
It's basically like kind of like a first date, a group first date. Of just like everyone meeting, and then like you guys figure out when, like, in the bathroom talks of like who wants to go for who, and then eventually people start like changing seats, and they sit next to the person that they want to go for.
That makes so much sense now.
Yes.
Word.
Yes.
I probably have never been invited to that for good reason. Good fucking reason. Because I wouldn't have clocked that shit.
I didn't. I was just like, I'm drinking. This is good.
Right. I would have just been going hamming and shit. The guys would have been jealous and shit. They'd have been angry.
Because you're just enjoying yourself.
Like, talk to her.
Damn, she's cute as shit. I'm like, she's cute too. Whoa. You guys are drunk. Make out.
Now kiss.
What do you mean? What do you mean she like? What do you mean he likes her? They're making out.
Yeah, they're clearly mixing.
Anyways,
what's the problem? Like,
you guys said it was a mixer.
I'm just trying to get effed up. Let's go.
Right. Just give me another one of these fucking tequilas.
Yeah, for real though.
Damn, dude, nah.
Oh man. Maybe I did mess up. That would have been.
You could have missed out all the gokons. It's okay, now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
So if everyone says gokon, and you're just like, huh?
You're like,
I heard about a gokon.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, no.
Now you know.
Now I know.
Girl, if you ever go to one of those and a girl approaches you, you know exactly.
That's why. It's because they had their bathroom talk, and now she got your eyes on you.
Right. They've already. They've already divvied you up.
Yeah.
Who's gonna get?
Damn, I might have messed up on something. I'm thinking, fuck.
Okay. And we're gonna hear it the next week in the podcast. It's gonna be like,
just got back. Had a conversation.
Sorry guys, we started a little bit late, but I just got back. I just woke up from this
this is a lit time.
From this 3-day go.
Oh my god.
This 3-day go.
Not the gokon being a rager.
That sounds kind of fun. Gokon rager.
Oh gosh, the amount of like orgies that would just happen happen.
Oh,
If you
my
mix
God,
drugs
dude.
with alcohol, yeah, no.
Let's go.
Even with alcohol, sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
So
Just with
it's like,
alcohol,
yeah.
yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, just with alcohol, the drugs spill out.
Yeah.
people get touchy.
Yeah.
Hella touchy.
That's kind of the problem though, because it's been, at least in my experience. How about for you? Like mostly when I'm getting drunk with like a group of people, even if there is more women than men, it's usually the guys that end up approaching me first.
Yo.
When they do some weird shit like
Yep.
grabbing my ass or some shit.
Yep.
Or like,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Yo.
The sexual assault, guys.
Yo.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
So I want to go on that. Okay, I've had too many times where a Japanese dude is too drunk, tries to put his hand on your ass or puts his hand on your ass, and I'm having to be like, no.
Yeah.
Like, dog.
It's to that level. It's
Yeah.
like it, because even in America, like we have the whole like, hey,
Yeah.
Nah, it's like a cool like
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's
kind of
assault.
shit, and like
Yeah.
and it's like, yo, what the fuck
But
are you doing?
and having
yo?
to be like,
Yeah, it's like, yo,
we don't play that.
It's like,
Yeah,
yo, what the fuck is going
And-
on? Yeah, straight just like
Yeah.
that.
See, and this is what I'm saying. A lot of these men out here are not straight.
Yeah,
They are
yeah,
not straight. You get one little shot in them, and then they all want to touch people's booties,
right,
touch
yeah.
men's booties,
Yeah.
and think that they can do all that just because they're drunk and blame it on the
Exactly.
alcohol. But
And
it's
they, I
like,
mean, in their defense, I do have a juicy booty.
yeah. My ass is looking pretty great.
I know you guys are
so-
very both blessed with
I
the
mean,
butts. Y'all definitely got some shit shaking down there, but
I mean, I guess I'm drunk in the trunk.
drunk, but
That
doesn't mean free reign to go for it.
no,
Yeah.
sexual assault is not okay. Get
Right,
consent.
right.
Which is interesting because actually, most Japanese women in that same situation have been like, "Can I?" Like they'll ask.
Oh, yeah.
I've had that, and I'm
yeah,
like, oh, that's very polite of you.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Okay, I guess, yeah. But the dudes, it's like they go for it.
Like I say, 2 drinks, like the neck of a beer.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
like, yo,
And they're just
whoa,
like, nah.
whoa,
Yeah.
Kenji, stop.
It's always Kenji.
It's always Kenji.
Kenji, stop.
God damn it. It's the 5th time today.
Yeah, today.
Right.
But what about you then? In the like Japanese men, like has it been similar situations?
Groping
I mean, like, just when we're all like drunk and stuff. I mean, I would definitely say that they definitely get way more touchy, and then they like always just want to touch. And then I'm the type of person where like unless I like you or like you're my friend or just like I'm like, you know, I consider you close to me. I don't like to be touched by random people.
Nope.
Like it makes me really just like,
Understandable.
Yeah.
you know, and it just makes me ick. And I'm
Right.
also very much an energy person, so I feel like, ew, don't rub your energy off of me.
Right,
I was like,
right, yeah,
girl,
right.
keep that over there.
Right,
But you know, and then people, so they'll like touch, and then they'll like grab my shoulders, or they'll just like, you know, try to keep me close. And then like, especially when we were you know, we're drinking, or like they bought me a drink or whatever, we're just talking, and then all of a sudden they like think like they start acting like we're a thing the rest of the night. I'm just like, bitch, you need to back the fuck up. Like, what the hell? Like, why are you like touching up on me?
Yeah.
Or like, you know, getting kind of jealous if I talk to other guys when I literally just met you like
right.
5 minutes ago.
Right,
You know?
Right.
And I feel like even straight girls, like the amount of straight girls that have touched my titties, like, I can definitely count with like more than 2 hands. Like there's just definitely, I don't know.
Yeah.
There once you get some alcohol in Japanese
just like,
people, man, they're just like, hey, sawate, you wanna get some? I'm so sorry, I wanna touch.
Yeah.
I'm just like, sure, thank you for
shit.
Yeah.
asking. Because I also have had straight girls who don't ask and they just touch
Oh,
because
shit.
they think, oh, because we're girls, it's okay.
Yeah.
And that's not okay, guys.
Yeah.
Same as like with guys and guys. You
that's
can't
what
just
guys
touch
and
each other's
guys.
Yeah.
butts or touch each other's dicks for no reason.
Please don't touch my dick.
Literally.
Do not do that.
Literally.
That's the
Way
quickest
to
way to
Straight
get
up
hands.
assault.
That's the quickest way to get hands. I'm sorry.
That's the quick.
Yeah.
And they deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
good.
the warning area.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's already a warning if you're grabbing anywhere near my ass. But yeah, grabbing a dick, dog.
What about? Have you had the hair situation? Like where they ask? Because like I've had it where women usually they just go for it, and I'm usually. Like I've told you before, if she touches my hair, typically it's like, okay, hotel tonight, guaranteed. But, it usually means that typically. But a lot of them, they usually will ask though. Yeah. But I had many times where I'm like, they're just like, I just want to touch your hair, and I'm like, okay, I know where this is going. That's usually my signal.
I agree, actually, with this.
Yeah.
But girls like usually asking to touch my hair. It's like it's because she's looking for a reason to touch me in general.
Yeah.
And then like that's just the quickest way to do it. And because it's not just one time.
Right.
Like they'll be, oh, can I touch your hair? Then once, and then like for the rest of the night,
it's
like I'll just feel like I'm like
a random touch.
Hey.
I'm like, hey.
It's you again.
Yeah. I'm like, how's it going?
I would hate that so much. Don't touch my hair.
Yeah, but I am actually really fucking anal about that shit because if people like don't say anything or try to touch my hair, like, or like, even women too, like I'll get like the fuck like I'm quick with the dodges, boy.
Good. Yes, as you should.
Like I parry the fuck out of her hands like quick because I don't know. I just feel like I feel like a dog when they're doing shit like that. It's like,
of course,
they're not even like really acknowledging me kind of shit. They're just like, hey, oh my god, oh look at this guy's hair. I'm like, yo, what the? Who are you? What the fuck?
Where did you come from?
I don't know. What the fuck? Don't touch me. What the fuck?
Right.
Or like, I used to. No, I had a couple times where I had to like develop this argument because at first when I first got out here I used to tell people no. But then like trying to become friendlier I'm like sure kind of shit. But then like I started fucking with people like especially when we're drunk and because like they'll be like, oh, can I touch your hair? And I'll be like, oh, can I grab your ass?
And
I'll be like,
yes.
And
let me get a titty squeeze. We don't want to touch my hair.
And they're like, huh? And you're like, you asked? I
know. It's like, you want to touch me? I want to touch you. What?
Consensual. Consensual conversation.
I thought we were making an agreement here. We got halfway there. Now you're looking at me crazy like I'm saying something wrong.
I started charging dudes. Like I straight up tell them, they're like, can I take your hair? I'm like, me say it. And they're like,
as you should.
Me say it, none did. I'm like, you want to touch my hair? It's a commodity.
Right.
You say it, we'll do it.
Right. Yo, you never saw this shit before? Yeah, you never saw this shit before.
And then, especially if it's in a club scene, I'm like, there's other black guys. You can touch their hair.
Touch their hair. Yeah.
Ask them.
Don't touch black people's hairs, guys. Just in general. Especially 日本の人、黒人の髪の毛を触ったらあかん。Yeah, like the fuck. Like that's also just weird. Like imagine put yourself in their positions, okay? Just a random ass stranger comes up to you and tries to fucking touch your hair. Like that's just fucking weird, yo. Like at least I mean you shouldn't, but at least ask if you want. If you just have to. If you're literally dying to touch their hair, then at least ask. But just the overall rule, don't fucking touch black people's hair. Or like that's just weird. And it's just disrespectful.
Yes, it is very disrespectful. Make sure you have number one, a relationship with that person. Even if you don't have a relationship with that person, ask. Ask. Make sure that it's okay first, and then do that shit. But that's the same thing with everything else. But guys don't listen anyway.
Right? Yeah. I was about to say in general.
So I don't know how long we're gonna get. How deep we can hit with that one. But
we'll definitely talk about more deep stuff and like topics. I definitely have some just overall race topics so tune in for that, guys. Subscribe for that. We'll definitely talk about just overall just the stereotypes that Japanese people have about black people, foreigners, everything, and just the treatment.
Yes. That's gonna be an interesting topic.
I am.
But with that said, let me let's wrap this up.
All right, nice.
I'm going on for a little bit now, but thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
To
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
What, 3, 4?
Fourth episode.
Fourth
episode.
Yeah.
I think it's fourth.
Hopefully you guys don't hear that. You guys definitely heard that.
It's okay. The power of editing.
The power of editing. But yeah, man. It's Concept Academy.
Yes.
Episode
take
4.
care.
Thank you
Thank y'all.
guys.
Peace.
Bye.